Subscribe to our channel.
Paddling, an ancient form of travel and sport, dating back thousands of years. From the tranquil lakes to the turbulent rivers, a source of adventure, exercise, and peace. Today, we bring this timeless activity onto land, merging tradition with technology to create an innovative fitness experience. Welcome to the world of indoor paddling. Here, enthusiasts can experience the essence of paddling regardless of the weather or location. Let's explore how this modern adaptation captures the spirit and benefits of traditional paddling. This is Ethan Huff, an expert paddler and our guide through this journey. Ethan has spent years mastering the art of paddling and now brings that expertise to the indoor environment. Let's start with the basics.
I usually tell people, for those who are beginning, to do like around a 30-minute session, focusing on one key area, and progress. Like even doing like an hour session is great because as you're doing that over and over and over again, the repetitions you're working on, for an hour session, you can notice a lot more in your paddle stroke because your brain gets used to the movement, and then you start to notice other key aspects of your stroke that maybe need improvement as well. Paddle here, so it has like a ring on the bottom, a ring on the back side. The ring on the bottom obviously is where we can connect the vanes to connect to their shaft here, and then it's also adjustable shaft too. So like the goal is obviously not have it too long where like you're gonna like bang the ground with it if you're doing a paddle stroke. So when it's short enough not bang the ground, but still wide enough where you have a good distance in your hands, like a normal distance from your paddle, your normal paddle shaft in the water. And so that's the kind of goal, is a good distance in your hands here, but still high enough off the ground where you're not gonna go smack or hit your toes because that would really hurt.
Well, it's like the paddle like without the blade.
Exactly.
Maybe a couple inches above, but I feel like
yes,
your force is probably down there. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how the force feels like on one spot, but I imagine it's pretty similar.
It is very similar.
Yeah, because you don't have any resistance up here.
Yeah, it's part of why we have like the band will set up here on the truck higher up. Has a similar sensation of pushing down your paddle shaft when you're paddling the water.
After this.
You're using your top hand to push that blade in the water through your stroke. The same thing with this, is having the band at a higher angle. You get that same resistance of feeling of pushing down still, to push it down. Like it's less pulling, but more still pushing down. That's what it seems to do it on a paddle stroke.
Exactly.
There's a ring back here as well, because you can actually have it anchored behind you here. Have the band come across your shoulder to here and work on things.
Oh, so you like the push or whatever.
Push down as well this way. Work on things like your paddle.
Why you fuck my bike?
I saw. Right on. I saw and I heard.
Wow. I missed it.
He probably knew. He's got that sixth sense of a paddler.
Next thing to come in the bag is this thing. This actually goes over a door frame. So what's nice about this system is you can just use it in your house. So all you're gonna do, my truck door here for example, but you put the top of your door frame and close it up, and that stop behind it keeps it from pulling out. It's good to go. And this other anchor point for a paddle shaft here. As well as like on a door frame too, if you want to lower it to a lower angle, you can put on the same thing on the side here. Close your door and anchor right there, or on the bottom of your door frame. This one's nice, kind of versatile to move it around where you want to move around too. So obviously, the lower it gets, the more pulling sensation you're going to get. So if you're doing a work that's more focused on pulling, working on lats, for example, you'll move the anchor point to a lower point, so you're actually pulling versus pushing down.
And higher. Oh, okay.
The higher the point, the more you're obviously pushing down.
So just what kind of technique or what you're. Yep, exactly.
Inside you're gonna get, there's like 5 different resistance bands in here, or weights. The lightest band is actually 10 pounds. This yellow band here. The mistake a lot of people make with this for the beginners is they usually tend just to grab the heaviest band, the 50-pound band. Like, oh, I can do 50 pounds, no problem. And sure, you can for a few repetitions kind of thing. But the goal, as I said, is not to just fatigue ourselves to work on technique.
Yeah.
So if we're fatiguing too much, we'll start to use other parts of our muscles or groups, or like sacrifice our paddle stroke. So I recommend that most people use the middle one, kind of start off with the first, or the 20 pound, so the 30-pound one, which is the red one.
Oh, okay.
Or the 20-pound one. It goes from 10 all the way up to 50. It's basically your options here for different weights. You can also use this for like leg workouts too, like where you can connect the top and bottom of your shaft here, connect to a lower anchor point here.
Oh, huh.
Do this and work on your knees.
Oh,
as
huh.
well as well connected to the anchor points by your legs here.
Yeah.
So that's another way you can use it as well. That's when you like need to use like you're doing the 30-pound band, well, you combine the 20 and 10 on the other side to make sure it's even weight on both sides.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Another train.
There's a lot of trains that go by.
And they also like included some other like workout stuff too. So you got ankles here, so you connect to your bands. You just do lat pulls and things like that, or lat pull downs. Different exercises you can do. And then it comes with like ankle or wrist straps. So you can do this, like sometimes I like to do what's called a reverse squat as an exercise. So I'll connect the bands to a lower anchor point, put this around my ankles, I'll lay my back, and then I'll pull my legs to my chest.
Oh, okay.
It works on building your hip flexor muscles, which are really good for paddling.
Dad.
I know, I just don't climb on anything, okay? You're good in there just as long as you don't go on top of anything.
And then same thing as I talked about earlier, how you connect it to the top of your shaft here and do the band over your shoulder. You can also connect this to your arm as well and do the same thing. Keep bending forward, resistance on your arm. Actually, it's a really good hip workout as well doing that. So there's some extra things that come in the bag as well. Just add a variety of more things. You can just use this stuff to work like regular workouts also in there. We're mostly going to demonstrate stuff today with a paddle shaft, or I will talk about that. So I'm just going to hook up this 30-pound band here. Left hand, put it right here. Stand right there. The other one on top. Yep. And we're having you stand right here. Yep. Focus on pushing it down with your top hand. There you go. Here you paddle. You're a fast one too.
Right? Oh, careful. Slow and smooth.
Yep. Just don't let go of it.
Slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
Are you ready to try it?
You can try that.
All right. See? I can do this with you on my back.
Yeah, can you do me on your back?
If you hold on, yeah. Okay.
So now we're gonna.
Can you do it
While
now?
your hand stands a little more.
Can you do it now, Daddy?
Better.
Can you do it now?
Not only work on this first exercise, so instead of using that
Can you do
top
it now,
arm,
Dad?
Hold on, I'm listening.
our tap hand here, just to push it down.
Oh, okay.
Kind of get our sub stance, just push it down with your top hand. Use our bottom arm just to guide it. So you're going down, up, down. And then try to get that top arm as well, just like in kind of one motion. So you're not moving your top arm, it's just staying in one motion.
It's the same, yep.
Now the bottom arm is just guiding it. You're pushing down and up. And as you use just your top shoulder, you'll start to feel in your shoulders obviously, and then a little bit in your pecs as well, and your chest muscles.
Yeah.
The idea by doing this over and over again, you're going to increase your range of motion in your top shoulder as well.
Yeah.
Which will allow you to, for example, like me, like to have more bent top arm, have more reach across my shoulder here, to have a more vertical paddle shaft. As I'm paddling the water as well, it allows me to track straighter.
Exactly.
So kind of works on that.
It like kind of cleans up the whole thing. Yeah.
A good way to really focus too on repetitions is using like a metronome even. So I use a metronome goes tick, tick.
Yeah.
Tick. So that way I can work focused like counting them, and I'll do like, say like 45 strokes on one side, and then when you switch sides, obviously you switch sides of the shaft. But since the band is on an anchor point, you have to move now instead of just.
Oh, okay.
Your goal is like you're paddling your right hand side. You want that band to be like right on the side, like it would be your imaginary paddleboard.
Exactly. I was like had it centered, but that makes more sense.
Yep.
Here, I'll get her. Here, come hold this. Here, take a turn. You want to come over here? You want to do it with me?
A little hard, isn't it?
We'll make you a paddle weapon no matter what. We'll get you. All right, let me try again.
You have a long time.
I know. Well, that's true. You can have a long turn too. Just like you had a long turn. Don't touch the ground with it though.
Okay.
All right, your dad try again.
Here, let me try again. Let me see how it feels with her. I can do this.
Okay.
Yep.
Just like a pouch, you actually got widen that grip.
Yep. There you go.
A little hard
It take, yeah, well, you have to like think about it because you're like, okay, there's more to think about. This is good. This is like why I didn't take her out to paddle first. This is a good.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, it does add another layer of complexity. Yeah.
So do that too. It's like we're going to just keep moving. Keep that bottom arm just straight. All we're doing is going.
Exactly. Right. I'm trying to do like a normal paddle stroke.
Yep.
Please don't hang on me. Thank you.
Yep, maybe no paddle strokes, so you're doing obviously.
Can I have a turn again?
As well.
It's really cool. It's like, it's the same like resistance kind of enough in the same spot.
So that's
you
why
know.
you use band instead of cables.
Yeah.
The more resistance there is, and then you let up to. My cable machine is the same resistance the whole time you pull on.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why they use band instead of cables.
Sure.
For that reason as well. Nice job.
Yeah.
School, it changed color.
Yeah, they change color.
Yeah, it's really.
It's cool. It's like I can feel like the muscles are like starting to warm up.
Yep.
It's like definitely doing something,
Yes.
you know, and for sure, like, I mean, there's a lot of times when they're sleeping in the car and you're just kind of like hanging out, like really doing nothing. I'll be like sitting looking at the water and you're like, man, even if I'm like 10 feet offshore, I know I'm not going to get away with this. I can't like park on the boat launch with the windows down and like do buoy turns every 10 feet, you know.
What's nice about this too, especially for people who train a lot, is sometimes like today it's windy. There's no way you're going for a paddle session and have like a lower heart rate zone. Your heart rate zone is going to be higher because the resistance of the wind and chopping the water.
Yeah.
And like, so I train people in heart rate zones. And so people who train in heart rate zones, you can't get like a lower zone 2 training in this kind of condition in the water because of the condition.
Yeah, this is like you're working on wind. You're working on upwind,
So now,
you're working on,
Now you can just use this at your home and still get a lower zone workout
Daddy,
in.
now can we go to
Even
the
when conditions are
beach?
not acceptable outside. So.
Go down to the beach, Daddy.
Right. It also like, it cleans everything up because you don't think about like your hand position when you're on the water.
Oh, yeah.
But this, it's just like, okay, you got to like think about different steps. We'll go to the beach in just a minute. The paddle race is going to start here pretty soon, okay? Can you go eat your burger for me? Because that's kind of one of the things we're supposed to be doing, right, is dinner. I ate my burger.
I'll have your dad try one more thing.
Yeah, one more thing.
We'll turn your back shop around actually.
Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Oh, huh. Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah, that makes more sense. All right.
We'll try the other one I showed you. Using the hips, what we're going to do is we're going to simply start here in our entry position. And all we're going to do is push our hips to that paddle shaft. So bring your hips forward, yep, like that. Now what you're doing there, your top hand's kind of pushing that paddle shaft down.
Yep.
So use that bottom arm to guide it, and pull your hips to that paddle shaft.
Nice.
Over and over again, you learn to use the set of those hip muscles to push you up forward again versus using your lower, smaller back muscles.
Yeah, it is. It's like, yeah, that's cool. Hey, what's up, man? Good. I figured out a type of paddling I can do with the baby. Yeah, that's cool. Oops. Oh. Yeah, it takes a second. It's like I have to like get my like brain to like it's not used to it at all. Yeah, I'd have to like think every step.
So I have some extra ideas behind it too. Yeah, just like learning how to do the movement and like I say, just practicing it, that repetition over and over again. And as you go into your full paddle stroke, you kind of know, all right, now we're going full paddle stroke, pushing our hips forward, pull it back up again.
Yeah, it exposes the fact that I'm a super arm paddler, which is like, yeah, it's interesting, you know?
The biggest thing too though, is focusing on, if you're an arm paddler, focusing on that bottom arm straight as you do your foot paddle strokes here. Your arm paddler, you're going like this when you're an arm paddler.
Yep.
What you don't want to do is keep the bottom arm straight, focus on speaking, driving it down, and then bending as you do the exit phase. But keeping that bottom arm straight, that's the lever point. To the water.
Yeah, exactly.
a lot of things to work on, and it's nice because like maybe you're working on that, and as you're working on kind of a straight bottom arm, maybe you'll notice that your top arm now is kind of like to the farther side. Your shaft is at an angle now.
Yeah.
You're shaft up and into a vertical shaft. So
There's a lot that you can get away with in the water that you don't notice. Again, another train.
wow.
Who would have thought we'd see so many trains? You? I've been here before, she said. Yeah, very true.
That's
Yeah.
just kind of like a brief.
That's
intro to what
rad.
this thing is.
It's like
yeah.
already like, you know, I don't know. I mean, I'm a sucker for anything paddling, but it's super cool. I don't know. I'm like all about like different things and different, you know, different environments and.
Yep.
Now can we go to the beach down there?
Okay, sure. That's cool.
Yep. So we really were interested, like have quite a few on hand, so people are interested. You're welcome to pick one up.
Yeah, how much are they?
They go for 160.
Okay.
The system.
Okay.
So keeping in mind.
That's rad. That's not bad at all. Yeah, totally. Can you order them off your website or tell you and come out and
just
pick
tell
them
me, I'll
up?
bring one up.
Okay.
And pick one person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's endorse up.
That's awesome. That's rad. Don't pull too hard, honey.
Never go sleep through the window.
Yeah.
And don't forget to smash that subscribe button.
If you liked it, please don't forget to subscribe below.